Here's a painting I made called The Puppet Master. At first glance, it might look like just another character in my universe, but look closer. The one pulling the strings? That's not just a snowman. That's control, personified. Cold, smiling, silent. And the little guy on the stump? That's me. I started YouTube back in 2007, 2006-ish. Back then it felt raw, like the Wild West, unfiltered, open source creativity. You could see everything, where your traffic came from, where it was going, who was responding, what was trending, real time. People were connecting, like really connecting. There were video responses, actual back and forth that sparked conversation, real conversation. There was a top 100 creator chart that made it feel like a friendly competition, like a race we were all part of, and I was in it, running. But the B system, they didn't like that. And too much freedom, too much power in the hands of the creators. So they shut that door quietly, and the algorithm stepped in again. Today, it's not who's real, it's who they want you to see. Late night show hosts, big networks, narrative pushers. You, the creator, you get buried. The subscriber number on your channel, it's a lie. Just a pretty trophy for the shelf. Because they decide who gets notified. They decide what gets shown. You didn't change, they did. And if you talk about this, if you say the wrong thing, they demonetize you, shadow ban you, make sure nobody sees what you made. And this is how they manipulate content. They train creators without even saying a word. The truth is, the only way to truly be free on these platforms now is if you don't need the money that's connected to it. Because once you need it, you're theirs. You're working for them without even realizing it. Feeding the algorithm, chasing trends, creating faster, louder, longer, getting burnt out. And for what? So they can pay you $10 for 1 million views? Back in the day, that same video would have been worth thousands, easily. We're running hotter for scraps while they're eating a full meal, I remember when a video could be timeless. You upload once and it ran for years, making you hundreds a day, for years at a time. Created financial freedom. But now, if you stop creating, your views die. The shelf life thing died. Dead. Kaput. They built a treadmill with no finish line, and we're all running on it just to keep the lights on. It's not about passion anymore. It's about survival. So when I painted this, the puppet, the puppeteer, the symbols wrapped around his fingers like wires, it all came from this, because the person sitting on the stump with his phone in his hand, plugged in, smiling, thinking he's free, but he's just another snowman in the matrix. He's controlled by invisible hands, hands that tell him what to say, what to make, what to think, and if he dares to say something real, snip, cut right off, demonetized, deranked, silenced. They say it's about safety or community guidelines, but what they really mean is don't threaten the machine, because the truth, it's only okay when they say it. Movies can show violence, TV can show corruption, but when you create it as a parody or speak your truth through it, that's when they get uncomfortable. Because you're no longer a puppet, you're a mirror, and mirrors are dangerous. It took me years to admit this out loud, that I've been strung along not just as a creator, but as a person. This beautifully lit stage hiding the wires, the scripts, the curtain behind which the real players operate. And behind that curtain sits the puppet master, laughing, because he doesn't need to hold the strings tight. He just needs you to never see them. So how do you escape? You unplug. Stop chasing their rewards and start creating your own. You get back to what made you love creating in the first place. Not for views, not for money, approval, but expression. Because you create from the soul again, and not for the machine. You're no longer a puppet, you're an artist. And the puppet master? He loses control the moment you start caring about his stage. So now you've seen it, the strings, the lies, the cost of staying plugged in. But here's the truth, you don't have to play their game anymore. That's why I made this, the Puppet Master. A warning, confession, a mirror. You can get it now, it's in the shop. Rare if you dare. You might get never mind, we won't go there. Links in the description. That's the point, the choice is yours. Thanks for watching.